It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Monday morning. Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. And you know what time it is when you see the lovely lady over here, Dr. Eve, is because we were talking all about relationships. Now, when we date someone, we always need to remember that our relationship with them doesn't exist in isolation. In fact, they will most likely be integrated into spheres of our lives, like work events, family gatherings, and socializing with friends as well. But when it comes to your friends and their partner, what kinds of loyalties should you have, or does each party have towards each other? And if you're a person right now that's struggling with getting involved in your friends' relationships, dramas, where's the best place to draw the line between disputes when your friends are having an argument? Well, Dr. Eve is here to try and unpack that. And of course, you can give us a call on 021-430-9881. Dr. Eve, welcome back.
Thank you. I love the way that you use lady. You know what it reminds me of? My aging.
Oh,
but that's okay. And so what I want to do is to invite all of our Expresso people, women, come and join me. I'm having a menopause weekend in September on the 16th. Please get onto my website to find out more. We're going to be talking about it when I return, because I'm going to be going to Austria now for 2 weeks to go get some nice learning and other nice stuff. So for the ladies, seriously, who are menopausal, please get onto my website and come along to this weekend. You'll learn a lot about what we're talking about here, and what we talk about here all the time.
Absolutely.
And I quite like today's topic, because we are talking about, you know, for me, this is how I understand it. How important, I want to know from you, Dr. Eve, is it that our friends and our partners become acquainted? Because you're going to be spending a lot of time, you've been spending a lot of time with your friends, you've got this new partner perhaps, or vice versa, you've got this partner and you meet new friends. How important is it for the two to meet?
The two to meet. So we've done a show before around friends and lovers and what the boundaries are and the risks are of them falling in love. We're not talking about that today. We just want to be... Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah, sorry.
That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about loyalty, about where do your loyalties lie. And oftentimes people get into the middle. So here, if you and I are friends and suddenly you start dating Zoe, for example, and then what is my relationship going to be like with Zoe? Because then you're going to come to me and you're going to tell me stuff about Zoe, because, you know, she's your friend, and, well, I'm your friend, right? And you two are dating. So I'm your friend, and suddenly you're going to come to me and tell me stuff about Zoe. But Zoe also wants to tell me stuff about her, about you. So, you know, where does my loyalty lie? Do I stay with you as a friend, or do I now become Zoe's friend as well? Because it's going to happen, because Zoe's going to feel I'm the person who knows you the best, and so she's going to want to kind of be my mate and find out more stuff around you. Where does the loyalty lie? Because it puts the friend into a very insidious position, a very difficult position.
I guess the first scenario that you've just sketched now of this supposed triangulation that we're trying to work out the equation to is, where is your position as the friend?
Exactly.
Are you the friend of the friend, or the friend of the partner, or the friend of the relationship, if that makes sense?
Look at Zoe, she's like, what's going on?
Does that make sense? Like,
It's a triangle, yes.
It's a triangle. So where should your place as a friend be?
Yeah, I believe in absolute loyalty to friendship, and we speak about friendship here a whole lot, the importance of that, the healthiness of that. We know that the benefits of having somebody as your friend. But people get caught up because they're nice, and basically at heart we're all what's called pleasing. So we do want to be pleasing the other person too. So here, you and I are dating, and Zoe is my best friend, and she wants to also be nice to you. So you may go knock on her door and say, you know, what did Dr. Eve really say about me? Or this is really what I'm feeling. Zoe has to be so boundaried and loyal to me, because she's my best friend. And she's got to like say, actually, I don't want to be discussing this, because you get into trouble. Because what happens then is that she then becomes this peacemaker, and then you and I get on and we go off and we have our relationship, and Zoe's left out, or she just feels, I don't know where my loyalty lies. It feels, you know, really uncomfortable for me. She gets hurt. We want to take care of the friend in this show.
Okay.
The friend is the most important part of the triangle now today.
All right, well, listen, we're going to keep our lines open. 021-430-9881. The triangulation of partners and friends and the division of loyalty there. Where does it lie for you, and have you expected or experienced a challenge in that regard? Join us for a continuation of this conversation shortly.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, we're back again with Dr. Eve, and our lines are open. 021-430-9881. The triangulation between partners and the friend. And we're going to be focusing our conversation right now on the friend.
Let's do
And
that.
we sketch the scenario now where
Yeah.
the friend of the partner in the relationship is comfortable, or let's rather say, so the partner who has the friend outside is
Yeah.
comfortable with talking to the friend about whatever problems they may be having, whereas the partner is uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
What stance should that friend take? Should they be saying, I'm going to listen to my friend and lend an ear when they need it, or I'm going to respect the partner and not get involved because I know that they don't like it, so therefore I'm stepping out? What's the best position to take there?
I definitely want the friend to step out. I think that the friend is the one that we need to protect in this scenario, and the friend is the one who's put into a situation of being very vulnerable, actually, Kat.
Okay.
And she or he may not really feel as if they have a choice, because so you are my best friend and I'm having a relationship with Zoe. Let's turn this all around. And you and I have got Zoe and I have an issue, and you mentioned the word money, where Zoe's saying to me, you just don't spend enough money on me. And I'm going to come to you and say, Kat, you know what, Zoe's complaining to me all the time about that I'm not spending enough money. I think she's too demanding. I think you just really need to go and talk to her and tell her to back off a little bit. Now, I mean, how do you feel even if I say that?
But remember, so now my thing is, I'm your friend, so you come to talk to me. I know Zoe through you.
Yes.
So I can't go and speak to Zoe and tell her that, listen, you're being too demanding
But
on
I'm
my...
saying to you, Kat, I really do want you to go and talk to Zoe, because she's not listening to me. And you know me because you know me so well. And Zoe and I just can't get this matter sorted out. Please go and talk to her.
I guess for me, that would then depend on how relatable I am to Zoe. Have we had conversations before? Have we sat around a table
Like,
with
have
other
we
friends?
become good friends?
Yes. Can I even ask such questions?
Well, Dr. Eve, are there boundaries as the friend that you can put up
Yes.
to protect yourself against a scenario like this?
Yeah, I think that I would just need to be in control and to say, I'm really having a problem with Zoe and money. I'm struggling. Talk to me as my friend.
Yeah.
I don't want you to go and talk to Zoe, because it's going to mess with your relationship with her.
Yeah.
And then she's also going to be put into this, you are put into this terrible situation.
Yeah. And when you've kissed and made up,
Of course.
I still have bad blood with Zoe,
Of
so
course.
that's
And
the
then
problem.
I'm going to say to you, I think if you and Zoe need to be hanging out, or you need to come out with us, we're going for drinks now, and say, oh,
Yeah.
goodness, I'm the bad person here because now
I
Zoe
feel
and I've got this
uncomfortable.
bad vibe that's going down.
But now
Not cool.
here's a question I have. We've got a caller on the line, yeah?
Yes.
Karim from Krugersdorp. Good morning, Karim.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Very, very well. Thank you for your call. What is your comment or your question?
My comment is that I think if you, in a relationship, your friend must keep neutral. If they got like the one is saying this about the other and the other one this about, they should keep it neutral and not interfere.
All right.
Well, Karim, I want to know from you, have you had bad experience with a friend interfering, where you've reached to a friend or another friend has interfered in your relationship?
Yes, you
Tell us
know what,
about that.
and then the other person feels bad. So I just think keep it neutral and know where to draw the boundaries.
Thank you for that wise, sage advice.
Keeping it neutral. Thanks so much, Karim. We're going to keep our lines open, 0214309881. When we come back, Dr. Eve, I want you to just think about this in the meantime. So now you've come to talk to me about the problems that you have there.
Yes.
In keeping neutral, what does that mean? Does that mean I tell you what I honestly think about this?
true.
Or do I just try and save your relationship and therefore not express how I truly feel about it? So can we just let that brew for a little while you sip on your coffee? We'll be right back with Dr. Eve.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, things are getting heated up here on your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday. It always does when Dr. Eve is here and we're talking relationships and stuff.
Drama, drama.
That's
Good
what
drama.
relationships are like, right? Full of drama.
Keeping our lines open on 0214309881. Let's continue with that question.
Yes.
So what then should be your position as the friend? If your friend comes to confide in you about something that's bothering them in the relationship, should you remain neutral, like Karim said, and not say anything? Or should you express your honest opinion based on what you think is happening, not necessarily taking the biased side of your friend?
But just say, this is what my opinion, and obviously we're going to be friends because we have the same value system.
Yeah.
So it should be that I'm going to kind of agree with you. So you'll say, I think that's ridiculous, I think you should be giving Zoe more money, and then I go across and I give Zoe more money, and then I find that I'm really unhappy about it, and then I'm going to come back to you and say to you, Kat, it's your fault. You've done this. I really feel unhappy about it, and then we have a strained relationship. So you might, be nice with Zoe, but actually with me, the original primary friendship, this is not such a cool thing.
All right.
This is complicated,
It's
right?
very
It is.
complicated.
And
Well,
yeah, go ahead, Zoe.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say we've got another caller on the
Right.
line. This one's from Grandma from Cape Town. Good morning.
Hi, good morning to you. Very interesting show you guys have.
Oh, thank
Just in
you.
a nutshell, don't want to waste time. My question is, where does loyalty really lie when you go to measure your friendship when they can only benefit from you?
So,
When you have that friend with benefit.
so are you
What
saying
is the
if
benefit?
your friend is only a friend with you because they benefit
They
from
can
you?
benefit from otherwise you walk with them and once they walk straight they don't even look your way, We don't want, and actually it's not that we do want credit, but at least some recognition when there's a little loyalty.
I guess what I'm understanding there is when you figured that your friend is only there to reap the benefits of the friendship,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if it's
Not
always.
there during difficult times.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
is that correct, Grandma? Oh, she's
Okay.
not there
Maybe she's
anymore.
gone.
That's what I understood. So I guess is that one of those very simple ones to answer where if that friend is there just for the benefits and not for the bad
good times.
just for the good times, cut them already or put them on the sideline as an acquaintance rather than a friend.
You heard the pain in her voice. It's so difficult to disengage from people, whether
Yeah.
they're your lovers, whether you're friends, whether they're people who work for you. It's very difficult to disengage. But I totally agree with you, Kat, that the moment that it feels, and the sooner the better, that you feel this person is not my person, that the loyalty is being betrayed, you really have to cut what I call unclutter those friendships because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good. And it eats at you. It makes you feel really, really unhappy. It's an unhealthy relationship to be having, whether it's a friendship or a lover. You want to unclutter from those where the loyalty is not there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we're gonna just take another short break and come back again. 0214309881. That is our line to call in this relationship chat with Dr. Eve.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
So I'm not quite sure whether we've been able to reach a conclusion regarding the triangulation of the partner, and friend, where in a position or a moment of conflict of interest,
Yeah.
should the partner just say, you know what, I don't want to get involved, this is not my drama, this is you? Or should they be honest and speak to their friend and say, this is what I honestly feel?
I would prefer that people keep really good boundaries. So here I'm coming to ask you about the money issue, and you're going to say, this is what I think about it, this is my opinion. However, I would prefer that you say to me, just, you know what, Dr. Eve, I can see that you're really struggling with this money issue. This is really a difficult thing. You need to think about it. What are your thoughts about it? Tell me where your struggle is. So you want to kind of play the therapist and not give your own opinion around it, but rather give me an opportunity to talk and mull around my own thoughts around it. You could even say, I don't know if I would do it that way, but
Yeah.
I can hear this is something which is important to you. That's what I would really do. I would just be the person who is holding up the mirror to my friend.
Okay, well,
It's safer.
It is safer. Well, we
Yeah.
are talking about, the dynamics between a couple and an exterior friend.
Yes.
But how are the dynamics? So we've used the scenario where, for example, myself and Kat's in a relationship,
Right.
and you are his best friend. What do we do in the instance where I potentially have an issue with Kat and I want to confide in you, who's actually his best friend?
Yes.
Where does your loyalty lie? Do you...
I'm not going to kiss and tell. So there's no way that I'm going to tell anything to you about Kat because you are going to be curious and you want to know as much about him as possible. And I've got history with him. So you're definitely going to want to hone in on me and meet me for coffee and have a drink with me under the guise of I want to be your friend. But actually it's going to be, well, tell me a little bit more about him. What was his ex really like? You're going to want that stuff. And I'm going to be put into a corner where I have to tell you. And it's like, actually, no, I don't want to tell you that stuff.
But then will you tell him as well, like you won't believe what Zoe said?
Right. I mean, that's a difficult position of
Yeah.
the triangle, of putting me into a place where I now have to keep a secret from him. Because for me, that's not a cool thing that you've done. I don't really like it. I feel uncomfortable. And it's going to slant his opinion about you.
Sure.
So really don't do that.
We have a caller on the
Okay,
line.
let's do this.
Good morning. Is it Bella?
Bella from Johannesburg.
Yes.
Good morning, Bella.
Good morning.
What is your question or comment?
Okay, so I wanted to ask, how do you stop a friend from interfering in a relationship without sounding too jealous?
Tell us more, Bella. I want more meat here.
Okay, cool.
How's your
So
friend
basically-
interfering?
Cool. So basically, I was dating this guy a while back, and we were having a few problems in our relationship. So, I went to my friend to talk to her about it because around the time we started dating, we were quite close. But then the problem I started having was that it seemed like she was going to talk to him without telling me. And every time I kind of asked her about it, she would always be a bit standoffish, and she'd always spin it to make it look like I was jealous and thinking that she was maybe going to steal my boyfriend or whatever, or that I was a bit over emotional. So how do you deal with something like that?
Phew, what is that they
So
call it?
this friend was-
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting, absolutely. Bella, for me, it's a red flag. I would really question that friendship because what she's doing is making you feel a little mentally tortured. The moment that somebody gets you to question yourself and even phone in to us, which is a brave thing to do, you've got to realize that there is really something negative about this friendship. Don't doubt yourself. If you are feeling jealous and if you are feeling this is uncomfortable, that's your truth. Don't let anybody tell you differently that you're too sensitive or you're too jealous. I really can't stand when people say that you are feeling that. Talk to that. Let that be your truth. And say to her, I don't like the way that you are with this guy that I'm dating. I'm uncomfortable with it. You have to make the call.
Just maybe to summarize Bella's question,
Okay.
is it then up to you as a partner who's dating a new person to say to your partner that, listen, my stance is this. You do not go and talk to my friends about our relationship. That's how I feel from the very beginning.
Why not?
And then they know
I
that.
think that's cool. Yeah.
Because then that wouldn't happen in the
because
first
it's also going to create more intimacy between you and your partner, right? That you come to me if you have an issue. Don't go outside the relationship to talk to somebody else. If you have an issue,
isn't that
come and talk to
controlling?
me. I think it is.
Isn't that controlling?
That's cute. I think it is being sane and sensible, really, Zoe, is by saying that let's have a relationship in which we are the people who talk to each other about issues. Don't go sideways to talk to my friend and then hope my friend will come and talk to you about it. That's evading. You want to be present with each other and have good communication.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this could carry on forever because then it goes to family, to all those people that are just a part of your life and
That's
how they
true.
play a role and where then do you involve other people. So then maybe, you know what, next time we will talk more about that. Thank you so much to all of our callers for all of your interesting questions and your comments and contributions. And have a lovely trip in Austria.
Thank you.
We'll
I
see
will.
you when you come
I'll
back.
be back
We'll
in
see
2
you when
weeks'
you're back.
time.
And as always, thanks, babe.